no metro for the South India's Manchester, Coimbatore, and a busy city Madurai, which is also called as Tunga Nagaram for its active and continuous trading activities. Has the union government really rejected the metro rail projects for Coimbatore and Madurai? On one side, BJP members like S.D. Surya and Tamilisai Soundararajan say it is not a rejection and the union government just asked for clarifications and sent back the DPR. On other side, the leaders like Annamalai and Narayanan Tirupati claimed that the Tamil Nadu government submitted the wrong data. According to them, the DPR was written back because Tamil Nadu government submitted the wrong population data numbers. So, let's look at what the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs actually written in that letter. Welcome to Youturn and this is Nandini Madheshwaran. Youturn is an independent media that has been fighting to combat fake news and false information that has been widely spreading on the internet. If you find our work worth it, please support us by scanning the QR code on the screen. If you find difficulties in scanning the QR code, you can also find a link in the description called Support Our Fact Check Initiatives and you can support us there too. So the ministry raises 4 major points, and among that, the first point is about population. According to the Metro Rail Policy of 2017, a point is given as cities having population of 2 million or more may start planning to have mass transit systems like metro. So here we should understand the term was given as may and not should. Coming up to the thing, based on the 2011 census population, Coimbatore's core city population alone is 15.8 lakh population and Madurai has a similar numbers. But because of this, the ministry says it cannot approve the metro projects for Coimbatore and Madurai. If this rule is followed very strictly around India, then how did cities like Bhopal and Agra get approval for metro projects? Bhopal's core population was only 18.8 lakh when the metro was set up, whereas in Agra it had 17.4 lakh and in Meerut 14.2 lakh and in Visakhapatnam 17.3 lakh population and in Vijayawada only 14.9 lakh core population was there. So all of them have population below 20 lakh according to the 2011 census. If population is a problem, then how come these cities are approved for the metro projects? The next thing is that Tamil Nadu government did not submit the wrong numbers. The letter clearly states that the Coimbatore Municipal Corporation, that is CMC, has a population of about 15.84 lakh and local planning area LPA has a population which is around the cities of about 7.7 lakh people. So when combined, Coimbatore's total population and the real population is already above 22 lakh. And even the government data from 2016 confirms that the Coimbatore's urban agglomeration population was above 21 lakh. So why did the DPR mention only 15.84 lakh? Because the metro proposals are always based on the core city population and not the entire agglomeration. But the union government argues that the surrounding 7.7 lakh population are not the direct metro users and therefore ignored the count. But then the question rises, if other states considered the urban agglomeration population and projection, then why Coimbatore is only or purely judged only by the 2011 census population? If this rule was applied equally, then many cities' metro projects would already have rejected. For example, if we take Uttar Pradesh, there are 5 metro stations: Agra, Lucknow, Meerut, Noida and Kanpur. If we take Madhya Pradesh, there are 2 metro stations. One is in Indore and the other is in Bhopal. And Gujarat has 2 metro stations. One is in Ahmedabad and the other is in Surat. And Maharashtra has 4 metro stations. One is in Mumbai, Nagpur, Navi Mumbai and Pune. And even Andhra Pradesh has 2 metro stations. One is in Visakhapatnam and the other is in Vijayawada. But Tamil Nadu, which contributes a larger number of taxes other than Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Andhra, has only 1 metro. See how unfair is this? And here next comes the ridership estimate. The Coimbatore DPR states that the ridership of Coimbatore metro will be 5.9 lakh ridership per day for the 34 kilometer network. But the union government says it is unrealistic because Chennai Metro Phase 1 itself is having only 4 lakh ridership every day. Then how come Coimbatore, which is a small city population than Chennai, will have this much of ridership? Okay, the question is correct. But here is the tremendous contradiction. According to the recent report of Indore Metro Railways in September 2025, Indore Metro Railways has received only 170 passengers per day and just 5067 passengers for the whole month of September. So, we will even approve to the cities like Indore, which has very minimum number of ridership per day, and we will not accept or we will reject the cities like Coimbatore even if it has 2 to 3 lakh ridership per day, and that is the situation here. The next reason given for the rejection is about travel speed. According to the DPR, the average speed for the passengers of Coimbatore is 27.96 minutes for 14.09 km, which means people are already traveling in 30 km per hour on routes. But Metro Rail average is 34 km per hour. So, the ministry questions if people are traveling in metro, they could reach only in 24 to 25 minutes. So why the metro is needed just to save a few minutes? But this argument ignores the future needs of an industrial city like Coimbatore, where the population and traffic is already increasing rapidly. Another concern raised is road width. Many stretches are only 15 to 20 meters. But the metro rail project requires at least 22 meters. This means land acquisition should be done in large numbers and demolition should be made, and it all definitely cost high. Because of all this, the union argues that the metro cannot be built within the proposed budget or within the time period given as 3 years. Then they themselves suggest like cities like Coimbatore and Madurai can have or can be suited for the cheaper transport systems like BRTS, that is Bus Rapid Transit Systems BRTS, or a stronger bus network instead of metro. But this BRTS is already a failure model. It is running successfully only in the cities of Ahmedabad, and in cities like Delhi, Pune, Amritsar, it had already failed drastically because of its poor planning and implementation flaws. And finally, the letter clearly says the DPRs of Coimbatore and Madurai metro rail projects are written herewith. It does not say clarifications asked. It simply returned the project. This DPR was originally submitted back in February 2024, and after 2 years of review, it finally had sent back home. The union government even admitted in parliament that the DPR was under review and additional documents were asked, which was submitted eventually. Yet, all the submission, the DPR was sent back or rejected, not kept pending as some BJP leaders claim. The ministry says that the reason is discrepancy in the DPR, but the many reasons given by them appears to be excuses. Whether the population was shown as 5.9 lakh ridership or even 2 lakh ridership, definitely the letter would find some of the flaws to reject it. Meanwhile, cities in other states have already given approval for multiple times despite of having lower ridership, narrow roads, lower population. The letter ends by pointing out the delay of the census population of 2021 is also affecting the population-based decisions like the infrastructure projects and welfare schemes. The same union government that could not conduct the census population for every 10 years once is now blaming Tamil Nadu government for using old data. And even several plans in Uttar Pradesh, including Varanasi, have metro plans despite their lower population only because Varanasi is Prime Minister Modi's own constituency assembly. So it becomes very clear why people question whether the rejection is truly based on technical grounds. In conclusion, the letter from the union government is not asking for clarification. It clearly rejected the DPR, saying that the metro rail projects for Madurai and Coimbatore will not work. Tamil Nadu now has to again prepare the DPR and submit it again, losing many more years. So the Madurai and Coimbatore metro projects proposals had not started today or yesterday. It had already began during the previous ADMK government, and the issue still remained unresolved after so many years. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.